What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Batman the Telltale series. Last time we started episode 2 of the game, not of this series, of course. And what a hell of a start it was. We saw the place where our parents died in Crime Alley. We went to talk to Carmine Falcone and watched him get shot in the head.
Yeah.
Then we traced the chemical that was used to trick the police officer into killing him. Not trick her, but brainwash her into killing him. To Oz, our old friend, who we confronted as Batman. Then we fought bad guys as Bruce Wayne with Selina Kyle / Catwoman. So yeah, there was a lot going on last time.
Yeah.
And then we decided that this week we are going to confront Mayor Hill, and we had to choose whether we were confronting him as Bruce Wayne or as Batman. And you chose to do so as Batman.
Yes.
So, here we go.
It was tough.
It was tough, but let's...
Not as tough as the Vicky versus Gordon choice, though.
Sure, I'll agree with that. We're here in Classic Edition, still in Episode 2, Children of Arkham. Let's do it.
We are the night.
City Hall.
This was a blank black screen.
Nice. City Hall at 7:11 p.m.
Oh. Those windows are fucked.
That's where we broke out with Catwoman at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. And they just didn't fix him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Batman has the public trust after taking down Falcone. Try not to throw it away by going...
Don't lecture me, I understand, or I'll be delicate.
Battering the mayor is not a good option.
I understand.
I got it, Alfred.
Thanks,
City will
Dad.
thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
This Batman costume, really emphasizes his junk, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Crucify him in the debate, or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes, or I'm cutting your pay.
Oh.
Deborah, who's there? Deborah.
Shut up and listen, we need to talk, or expecting the Penguin?
Shut up and listen.
It's just you and me, old man.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that.
Don't lie to me, time to start talking. You want to do this the hard way?
Time to start talking.
Patience isn't my strong suit. Talk.
I'm talking. You're not listening.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after.
What proof do you have Bruce Wayne is innocent, or is that what you told Penguin?
His stats, his
Is that what you
fortune.
told Penguin?
He should be held accountable.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security!
Oh, God.
Oh,
Good catch.
Don't kill me!
Why do a deal with Penguin? No one keeps secrets from me, or talk, or I drop you.
why do a deal with
I
Penguin?
come to you.
Because I knew about Arkham Asylum and what was done to those poor people. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents.
Oh,
Nothing
That's
was
impossible.
wrong
Do you have
with
proof, or Thomas Wayne wouldn't do that?
do you have
Until
proof?
Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything or anyone disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins.
Not on my watch. Tell it to the police or they'll come for you too.
They'll come for you too.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
They just like shoot at the ground.
Yeah, exactly. It was very blatant that he was still there.
What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed, I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Interesting.
Huh. The Incumbent, complete chapter 5 of episode 2. So are we going to Arkham now? Or soon?
I guess. I don't know.
I wonder what else is on here.
Let's find out, I guess.
Oh, is this Mayor Hill's phone?
No, Penguins.
Your request. Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held.
Okay. I mean, he did say he would attack there,
I
right?
hacked
So-
into
Right.
the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't
It was hard to hear. I'm dealing with it, or that doesn't matter now.
to learn so much
It's
in
hard
so
to hear.
little time.
To hear their crimes detailed. First by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
Alright, we got some things to look at. Oh, Jesus.
To be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys.
Oh.
A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic, perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out. But police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory.
Yeah.
Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
Oh, by whom exactly?
That was us.
Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some
Okay.
potholes on his path.
And so we heard that already, so let's go to...
Bartender, I guess.
Maybe. Or just like a passerby because they saw them talking but then knew nothing else
Right.
because they weren't there when the fight happened.
These rumors are nothing more than a
I totally hate that she keeps talking. Just turn her off. It's so annoying. Alright, so founders of Wayne Enterprises, Thomas and Martha Wayne. The more I hear about my father's life, the worse it gets. It's bad enough he had business connections to the likes of Falcone, but Mayor Hill eluded him sending innocent people to Arkham Asylum. I need to know more about what happened here.
Can we like mute the game while we read this? Would that help?
No.
Oh,
I don't know how to do that from here, so no.
okay.
If I do this, you mean? Settings? But like audio video, but like the second that we're back to a screen where we need to hear talking again. We're going to have to pause and go to that again. It's like really stupid. The fact that they don't let you do that inherently is asinine. It's really, really stupid.
Yeah.
It's like this game is incredible, and that part has now happened twice, and it's like actively the worst part of this game.
Right.
By like a lot.
Yeah.
Wayne Family Butler. After all these years, Alfred revealed things to me about my parents I'd never heard before. How my father engaged in corrupt business dealings with Carmine Falcone and Mayor Hill. He claims he kept this all from me for my own protection. Whatever his reasons, I still have questions that demand answers.
Wait, there was more, or was that old?
That's old stuff. If
Okay,
there's those
gotcha.
lines there, that's old stuff that we've already read. Yeah.
Wasn't sure if it was just paragraph 2.
No worries. Alright, Harvey Dent. Thankful that Harvey was able to pull strings to get me access to Falcone, despite what happened. I may not have gotten everything I wanted from the mob boss, but at least Falcone is no longer around to poison Harvey's mayoral campaign. I guess that's true. Mayor Hill. The Batman paid the mayor a visit. He folded like I knew he would, but what he revealed is troubling. Hill confirmed that my father was indeed involved in the corruption from years ago, locking innocent people away in Arkham Asylum. He even put away Oswald's mother. Catwoman / Selina Kyle. I rushed to warn Selina that Penguin was coming after her and ended up trying to kiss her. She's a criminal by trade and I should keep my distance, yet I can't seem to help myself. We both have to be careful though. Penguin is dangerous and he won't hesitate to exploit our personal connection if he discovers it. Oz. I introduced Penguin to the Bat. Not surprised he would be a fan, as strange as that might seem. The Penguin is obviously working on some bigger plan, but Selina is the one in immediate danger. After what happened with Falcone, I don't intend to underestimate him again. Jim Gordon. After what happened inside GCPD's own headquarters, it's apparent that Gordon and his department are going to need all the help they can get. Whoever drugged Montoya and got her to kill Falcone did it right under the lieutenant's nose. He may be disdainful of Bruce Wayne, but he needs Batman now more than ever. Vicky Vale. Vale is relentless, and she definitely has a nose for news. She was at the station before I could get myself out of there. I didn't give her anything, but I'm guessing she will put all the pieces together before too long.
Right.
Falcone. Falcone's gone, killed by a police officer's bullet. However, his fate doesn't make my life any easier. His criminal influence over Gotham may be over, but I still don't have the answers I wanted from him. He manipulated others for years, but in the end, he became the victim of someone else's manipulations. Here is Sergeant Renee Montoya from the Gotham City Police Department. Jim Gordon says she's a good cop. True blue were his words. Yet someone got her to murder Carmine Falcone in cold blood, turning her into a pawn to further a mysterious revolution. Until I figure out, which you already did, who's really behind the killing and why, she'll unfairly take the fall. Gotham City. Carmine Falcone and Mayor Hill are the root of that corruption. They claim my family is involved too, but that can't be true. See? Established in 1870, Wayne Enterprises. Carmine Falcone implicated my family in his corrupt business dealings with Mayor Hill. It's got to be a lie. And last but not least, Crime Alley, Park Row, Gotham City. The spot where my parents were assassinated. The alley across from the Monarch Theater is the place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began. Violently. Despite the fact that I installed a plaque there to honor them, I've made sure the alley has looked the same as the night my parents were shot. Why should I attempt to erase what can never be forgotten? Instead, I need to understand why they died.
Well, okay.
Now we can check the Gotham feed. Someone Has to Stop Falcone by Irene Doder. Gothamites have been patiently waiting for mob boss Carmine Falcone's incarceration for decades. For some, that patience is wearing thin. The police can't touch him, God won't strike him down, and I'm paying a fortune in taxes for what? Said downtown shopkeeper Samuel Slater. So when a local television station aired dramatic footage of the Batman incapacitating Falcone only to be driven away in a hail of police gunfire, some wondered if the police shouldn't be thanking Batman instead. As far as I'm concerned, let the Batman do what the courts and the police can't, Slater commented. His frustration is well justified, having filed an extortion complaint against Falcone over a decade ago. His complaint was dismissed for lack of evidence, and Falcone again walked free. I don't know if we read this one, but police raid Wayne Enterprises. Gotham City Police carried out a massive raid on multiple properties connected to billionaire Bruce Wayne yesterday. What is with the movement of that line? Why? Okay.
I don't know.
Including Wayne's multi-million-dollar mansion in Bristol County. According to a source close to the investigation, GCPD was acting on a warrant to seize assets and files related to Wayne Enterprises. The company has recently come under scrutiny after possible mob connections and other corruption charges recently came to light. Wayne Enterprises chairwoman Regina Zellerbach strongly disputed the allegations in a statement, telling the Gazette, "Wayne Enterprises is happy to cooperate with authorities in this matter. We have every confidence they will find no evidence of wrongdoing." Okay. And last but not least, let's check these security cameras, shall we?
Okay.
Of course, now it shuts the hell up. It's so stupid.
I know the silence
Wait a minute.
sounds so good.
The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end.
I thought you said you were going.
Could just be looking at.
What they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now.
How does he warn Gordon? Does he use like a voice changer? Does he text him? You know what I mean? Good evening, sir. This is very blatantly Bruce Wayne's butler.
He changes his voice and
That's what I said.
he calls in an anonymous tip.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up.
Are you all right? You're in danger, or don't go to the debate.
Well, it's not exactly
You're in danger.
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs?
Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey. It's a real...
Please, I need to get
This off my chest.
Look,
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but
Can't be seen with us.
my advisors are telling me that I need to distance myself from you. Until all this
That hurts. I don't care, or I understand.
I understand.
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way.
what with the allegations in the press and now this mess with Falcone,
You're a liability.
but here's the thing, Bruce.
Without your money,
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public. But
You've got some nerve as long as you win, or that doesn't matter now.
That doesn't matter now.
Forget your campaign for a minute. The money won't matter if you're dead.
Yeah, well, until I
Am, it is still my primary concern.
listen, I hate to push you,
But I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
whatever it takes.
Of
to
course,
save
or forget
Gotham,
it.
Of course.
That's what we wanted.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
No,
I
the
hope you can
makeup.
still watch
No,
the
no, no.
debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember.
You are always my friend.
Harvey!
Oh, this is it.
Don't put the makeup on.
This is the
Don't
one.
put the makeup on. Son of a bitch.
Gonna put his face on. Wayne Memorial Auditorium, 8:27 p.m. His second face.
Oh my god.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got
No,
a
it's
feeling
not.
that's about to change.
Oh my god.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on. Most of the GCP...
I do whatever it takes. You're in a difficult spot. At least I'm on your side.
At least I'm on your side.
Lucky I'm on your side.
That may be true, but I can't ally with a violent thug.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
Jesus.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery.
That's not important. We're all on the same side, or I trust her.
I trust her.
Drag out that dead horse?
I think she's mending her ways.
Oh, he's right, Lieutenant. I don't do the bad things anymore. Unless it's on request.
Oh, hell yeah.
This better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like
You don't owe me. This is no bar fighter. There's hope for you yet.
This is no bar fight.
This is no bar fight. They're coming with everything they have.
Good. That brawl barely had me break a sweat.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Yeah.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
Yes.
Now you have put a shot in my SWAT team.
Sorry about that, folks.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Oh, shit, yeah. That's funny.
That's great.
Jesus.
Incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, citizens of Gotham.
Yeah, this security detail looks real fucking sketchy.
These aren't the security detail.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Correct. I almost wasn't ready. Got there, though.
Get their weapons, see if we can use them.
We don't want to use them. Non-lethal. You don't want gunfire going off right now.
There was like a whip.
The
guy had a whip.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it was her whip.
Oh my
At least
god.
we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Goddamn sons of...
You might have guessed there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business.
Oh! Firing the moderator. Oh my god.
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
No one else dies. Don't get distracted or this is going to be messy.
This is going to be messy.
Casualties are inevitable.
Oh, I don't think that's what you meant.
It's not what I meant.
Inspiring. You really know how to pep a girl up.
You'll do. Get out here.
Oh my god.
Keep it quiet back there.
That's not what I meant. Can we go back?
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there? Yes. You. Thank you
Is that
for
Vicky?
It's Vicky.
Please, no.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Thug. Oh, we get to examine them all. Alright. Look at this guy first. Okay, so we could get him with the light stand.
Okay, great.
Good. Yes, of course. Okay. Okay, good, good. This guy with the camera, it looks like, maybe?
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh, there's multiple options. Camera stand, TV, or Catwoman.
Oh.
So, in other words, do we want her to get this guy or this guy?
I want her to get that guy over there.
The far
because the
guy.
camera stand can get this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And I really want to knock over that camera because I don't want Catwoman to be on film getting the other guy.
Smart. Very smart. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Oh, we sweep the leg with it. Nice. Okay, and then last but not least, Thug. here to Catwoman. Cool?
Yes.
Okay, that's everybody.
Catwoman's in the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a catwalk, it's just the ceiling, but... Oh, yeah, it was her whip. Okay.
If you say so.
Yeah. If you say so. Good. Got there. One more.
Nice.
Oh.
Get that walkie-talkie.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
Heads down, he said.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Who is this?
The guy who Penguin's actually working for.
I guess. Friend of yours, Oswald has partners, or things are getting worse?
Oswald has partners.
They knew this was too big for Oswald alone. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Smart. Let someone else do the dirty work.
Go on, love. You know what to do.
What is she doing?
It's the serum.
Truth serum or whatever?
It's not truth serum, it's the shit.
Oh, the crazy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the suggestibility ones. You're right. You're right.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Oh my god.
First, we should get the fucking cameras down.
I want to hear what he has to say. Nice.
We're out of time, Batman. The press is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
He's saying the right thing.
Roll that tape.
His mom.
Oh my god.
There's Thomas Wayne.
I thought your father was dead.
He is.
Subject 9, Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you.
Oh my god. That's Hill.
Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
Oh my god.
Warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure.
Oh my god.
She won't come back from.
Jesus. Thank you.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Ooh, way to go, Vicky.
Yeah.
Ooh, good save.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus. Duck. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
Please, I made a man. You
Duck.
That's all. Wait, not me.
Ooh, got it. Was not paying enough attention.
No offense, but do we really want to save Hill after that?
Yes.
That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
There we go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Back, my poor old mum. So this is for her.
Harvey, save him. Yes! Good man, Harvey.
Right, your turn, Dent.
It's okay. Oh my god. Right in the face. That's it. We shoved it in his mouth. Save Harvey.
You made Bruce Wayne, your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up.
Oh. Yeah, where have you been, Cameron?
The revolution's already started. It's too late to join.
I'm not here to join his over penguin or let him go.
Let him go.
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Ooh. Thank God that other eye was still there. On her goggles. Oh shit. Oh my god, Amy, who are we
Dent.
saving? You're saving Dent? Yeah, she
I
can
have
she
to.
can handle herself. Okay. Okay. Save Harvey.
Yeah, he can't handle himself against Penguin.
Yeah.
Mr. Dent.
Oh shit.
Thanks.
Come on.
Let's go.
The other one, the other one. Nope.
She got out.
Yeah. She's injured, but she's alive.
Yeah, yeah.
And Harvey?
Where's the maniac in the mask?
He got away?
Oh, fuck. At least we can ballistics this.
Well, you chemical test it.
Whatever it's called. And obviously we can,
I don't really. What would we test to find out who was under the mask? We already know.
Well,
City
we
Hall
know,
is
but
in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
I have a thought. Again, I'm not so up on my Batman lore, but I feel like there was someone, maybe Clayface. There's like someone who Batman fights who can change their appearance. So my suspicion is the person who was the one pulling Penguin's strings is later going to be revealed as Thomas Wayne.
Oh.
That's my guess, my feeling on it. But
Interesting.
But I think that will then be someone like Clayface who is changing their appearance to appear like Thomas Wayne.
Sure.
And not actually be including in that video.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so you don't believe it actually was him?
No, I do not.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I do not. I think it was someone trying to frame him, and that maybe he even had Hill and or Falcone fooled, or maybe it was someone who worked for Hill or Falcone who needed dirt on Thomas, and so had, otherwise, how did that, why did that video exist? It was for future blackmail, right?
Yeah.
And then ended up having him killed instead because they said they said to him, you should have played ball. Remember in that flashback?
Yeah.
So what didn't he play ball with? He was literally, if this video is to be believed, executing people.
Right.
Without any recourse whatsoever or repercussions
Right.
to himself. So what would he not have played ball about? If he didn't draw the line at literal murder, where would he draw the line?
I mean, I don't know that she died.
She, as opposed to like just going insane and then justifying her being in Arkham,
right?
Basically, I guess that's a fair point. We don't know, but yeah. So I guess you're right on that. I don't know. I that feels like a fate worse than death.
Agreed.
You know, so like, where does he draw the line then? So that's what I'm thinking. Whether it's just because I'm not willing to see that, you know, and I'm like, no, I don't believe it, you know, and it actually is that way, or whether that's like, you know, that's what Bruce is thinking, and
right.
we're gonna investigate a little further, find out what's in that stuff,
Absolutely.
and we'll see what's gonna happen next.
Yep.
Okay, let's keep going then.
Okay.
Mr. Wayne. Lieutenant.
He's lucky. Could have been much worse if the Batman hadn't been there.
But there still will be scars.
Get it?
Did you see her? Look for the blood. There. Come on. She can't have got far.
Oh shit! Is this the end of chapter 2?
Representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
Or episode 2? That symbol was on their faces, the children of
Yeah.
Arkham.
Children of Arkham.
Yeah.
And we have opened your eyes.
Yeah, we finished episode 2. Chapter 6 of episode 2, Narrow Margins. Okay.
Wow.
Did you ease Falcone's pain or make him suffer? And we were in the minority in making him suffer. And we did that to, so that everybody remembers, or if folks didn't watch last week's episode, we did that because we wanted information out of him, and you were also concerned that drugged up on morphine, he wouldn't have necessarily been able to give us the full information.
Right.
But also, it's more motivation that way of like, tell us and then we'll give you the drugs,
Right.
not before.
Well, mainly it was because I wanted him to tell me the information and not sit there ordering me around because he thinks he can fucking do that. He
Fair
can't
point.
fucking do that. I'm here to get answers from him. I'm not
point.
his nurse.
Sure.
Like, no.
It's a good, like I said, good point. But also, yeah, no. All right, fair enough. Ready to go to the next?
Mm-hmm.
Did you kiss Selina? You and 78.5% of players tried to kiss her.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't work out for you, but we tried.
That's okay.
Ooh, that was close. Did you visit Mayor Hill as Bruce or Batman? You and 42.7% of players chose to visit Mayor Hill as Batman, so you were in the minority. But this is one of the this is the closest one this episode, and one of the closest ones yet.
Yeah.
Overall,
this one was a tough choice.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I mean, I thought your rationale made perfect sense, but I'm curious because when we went to Gordon on the rooftop, Gordon said, you and me are on shaky ground, and that's seemingly only because we confronted Mayor Hill.
Yes.
And so, with the kind of making Falcone suffer or letting him suffer, with this choice of going as Batman, and whether you meant to or not, right? Because
Right.
you didn't mean to, you said it very blatantly, but to say, well, there's going to be collateral damage, we got to
Right.
just live with the fact that, you know, people are going to die with what Penguin's
Right,
doing.
which is not what I was trying to say there.
Right. But you're making Batman a lot more ruthless
Yeah.
in episode 2, as opposed to episode 1, where I thought you did a really good job of the classic, like, Batman doesn't kill and, like, doing things with as little violence as possible,
Right.
to the point where the game was like, you're ramping up the violence, and you were like, no, I'm actually not. And now this time you are.
Right.
But, you know.
But it was important that in this chapter we learned as much true information as we could.
Yeah, and
because if being Bruce instead of Batman would have had him lie to us, we couldn't have that. Or if drugging Falcone up would have made him tell us less information, we couldn't afford to do that in this chapter because we were running out of time.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting, though, to be honest, with if we had gotten to see, right now, again, I fully agreed with your choice. I still kind of do, for the reasons that you gave. But I'm very curious about what would have happened if we had gone as Bruce. We would have gotten to see Bruce's interactions, or their interactions with us as Bruce, of both Falcone and Hill, and see if they were similar, where Falcone was like, hey, kid, we're family, you know, and like telling him, like, you don't understand what your father did, you know, and all these other things. Would Hill have done the same thing? Or would he have, like we were concerned about, tried to lie to us, manipulate us, etc.? And arguably, or questioning, was Falcone even possibly doing that? Right?
Where he was certainly trying to get us to do shit for him.
Yes.
Because he was from the beginning of the game.
Right. Well, yes. I mean, and that's, yes, he was treating us like a child. The whole time. But also, I feel like he treats everyone that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was a mob boss, so like...
But also, like, he's gonna treat Thomas's son that way, even if Thomas's son is an adult, because it's Thomas's son.
Sure, for sure.
So that's why I thought of it that way, but then also, yes, he's a mob boss. So
he may just treat everyone that way because everyone's beneath him. He's a mob boss. And like, if you do piss him off, he'll just make you disappear. You know, whether he does it himself or makes someone else do it.
He'll cement shoe ya.
Very nice. Yeah, so I'm curious for sure what that interaction would have looked like with Bruce. But like I said, I think your concerns about him, like, wanting truth out of both of them was extremely important. And you couldn't see Falcone as Batman because you already technically did, right? And got, quote unquote, what seemed like the truth out of him when he pointed at the picture of him, Falcone, Mayor Hill, and Thomas Wayne. And that's kind of what led us into this chapter in the first place. And yet, to get true answers out of Hill, you, like I said, I agree with you. You felt like the best course of action was to go as Batman to get those answers, and it seemed like we did get truth, although that video that Penguin showed that it seems like Hill gave him was during the debate in front of Gotham City to discredit the Waynes. Whether Penguin truly believes that's what happened or is part of doctoring it, whether Mayor Hill truly believes that's what happened or is part of the cover-up, we will, I guess, have to wait and find out. But, ready for the next stat?
Yes.
Did you withdraw your funding for Harvey's campaign? You and 91.2% of players continued to fund Harvey's campaign.
Yeah.
And so I guess then the next one will be whether we saved Harvey or Selina.
Yeah.
Wow, minority.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You and 37.9% of players saved Harvey over Selina.
My mind is blown.
I wonder if this would have made him Two-Face though, right? Like...
Huh. I don't understand why you would save Selina there. Oh, because there were 3 guys coming at her? But she's Selina. Like, she can handle herself.
And I agree with you.
This dude's a random politician guy.
Correct.
Like, he can't save himself against a guy who's hitting him with a fucking light. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting though, right? Because Penguin, you wouldn't think has any fighting experience, doesn't have his weapon anymore, or at least wasn't using his gun anymore. Harvey got like a punch in, against him, but then was losing, clearly. I mean, he's literally on the ground compared to Oswald standing up. And yeah, Selina was on the floor too, but like you said, she's freaking Catwoman, so she's got the ability. Very interesting.
That's crazy to me.
I'd be curious to see. I mean, she stumbled away, right, and tried to get away. I'd be curious to see if she, like, is upset with us for not saving her, or if she will understand why we didn't go after her, because...
I mean, I feel like she would understand that we have to save this guy who's about to get, like, murdered.
Yeah.
She's about to get murdered too, but, I mean, we were in that... that bar brawl with her. Like, she knows how to handle herself.
Correct.
We've seen her do it.
Right, and this time, unlike the bar brawl, she's got all of her gadgets on her and everything, all her tricks, and her costume and all that. So, yeah, I mean, again, I agree with you. I think it makes sense to save Harvey there.
I'm very shocked by these numbers.
Yeah, me too. Interesting. All right, well, and then
I think people are coming in with the bias of knowing that Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face.
Maybe.
Because they're like, oh, well, Two-Face is evil, and, Catwoman is technically, but she's like an anti-hero, and she kisses Batman, and whatever.
Sure, but I mean, look. 91% of people still funded his campaign.
It's so weird,
I mean,
man.
to be fair, right? This is Harvey versus Selina. This is Harvey versus Mayor Hill.
Yeah.
And Mayor Hill's just an all-around scumbag, no question. Whereas here, there's, that Selina is a good person, and trying to help out here. Very, very interesting, though.
And we still then went and helped Selina.
Correct.
So, like...
But she still got shot. In other words, I assume that she would not have gotten shot if we had helped her.
Right.
Whereas Harvey would have gotten messed up in some capacity if we didn't save him first. Mm-hmm. And it may have been the exact same thing. We go, we save her, or at least get her in a position where she can help herself, right? And not get caught unawares. Then turn around, go help Harvey, but Harvey's already taken one hit, but, like, isn't, like, dead, but, again, maybe, like, when Batman says there, or Bruce says, there will be scars.
Right.
Okay, alright. Ready?
Yeah. I wonder if now there'll have to be a different way for him to become Two-Face when he would have become Two-Face there in that scenario.
Yeah, that's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
This time you were in the majority twice only.
Wow.
But they were the two where they were the massive majority versus minorities. And all of the... Well, I guess the making Falcone suffer is kind of low.
Yeah.
That's kind of low.
Yeah.
But 42.7...
Most people are nicer than me.
And then the 42.7 and the 37.9 were the two closest. And you were in the minority there. But again, those were the closest too. So...
Okay.
Very interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Let's see what happens next time on Batman the Telltale series.
Okay. I'm excited.
Me too.
Next time on Batman the Telltale series.
Thanks, Joe.
Anytime.
Batman saved me. I know this isn't over. Who are these people, Bruce?
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
After that news about your father sending innocent people to Arkham, sounds like the whole city wants your head on a pike.
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
do you want from me?
You know what I want.
Oh. Okay.
Do I?
For anyone.
But don't worry. Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming to him.
Ooh.
Bruce! Bruce!
Crazy.
I guess we'll get to find out who he is next time, too.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe not next time, but in the next episode, but not our next episode, maybe. So, episode 3, New World Order. With Gotham on the brink and Bruce under fire, a new generation of supervillains rise to prominence and threaten to overturn the traditional institutions of power.
I love it. And Penguin's in a suit smoking a cigar. Moving on up.
I mean, we know he has to get there eventually, right? Although this story is very different from a lot of other Batman stories, so maybe we don't know that he has to get there at some point,
Right.
but in many other, if not every other Batman story, he does eventually get there, so that's really cool. Good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Amy,
Yes.
what do you think so far?
I think that this is a really fucking good game. I don't know
Good.
what else to say about
No,
it.
I mean, hey, I don't necessarily need you to say anything else about it. I will say, Carmine Falcone, at least, is a name that I have heard before, and again, I am not a Batman expert. I've never held myself out to be a Batman expert. Carmine Falcone is a name that I've heard before in the Batman canon. Mayor Hill is not.
Okay.
And yet, we saw Falcone get killed first in this game, and just now, Mayor Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still surprised at the rate with which this game is willing to kill off big players.
Yeah.
It's great. Don't get me wrong. In fact, some of my favorite media does that. But it's still like surprising.
episode 3 is New World Order. That means they gotta clean up. They gotta fucking.
You're totally right.
Everybody's gotta go, and then new people gotta come in. That's what that means.
You're totally right. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I already gave my prediction as to who I think the masked person is going to be, the one pulling Penguin's strings. I feel like it's going to be some form of Thomas Wayne or someone pretending to be Thomas Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think actual Thomas Wayne died there with Bruce.
I believe that as well.
Right. So I imagine it's going to be fake Thomas Wayne, but I still imagine it's going to be Thomas Wayne.
Interesting.
And there's going to be that moment of like, oh my God, what just happened? And it's like, well, but also in that trailer just now, it sounded like Batman's voice at the beginning, but he said, what's Batman going to do to us, Bruce? Or something like that. Like it was like the modified voice that Batman uses in his suit, but talking to Batman or to Bruce, asking him a question, and that audio was playing while we were looking at...
It sounded like Dent's voice.
Are you
to
sure?
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
That's how my brain interpreted that voice.
I'd have to go back and check again, and you all can do the same, but it really seemed to me like... it was when both masks were next to each other. Batman's cowl and Penguin's mask were next to each other on the computer counter, or whatever you want to call it. And so it was like almost like an existential thing,
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Dent asking Bruce what Batman was going to do to them.
Okay. It's a good question. Good thought. Okay. Well, I mean, first of all, episode 2, total whirlwind.
Yeah.
Loved it. I mean, like...
Oh my God.
Super... Like, I would even argue last week's episode was kind of...
Tame?
No. I was going to say the opposite. I felt like last week was very action-packed. I thought there was a lot that we crammed in just in last week.
Okay.
But of course, this week with the climax of the debate and the takeover and the fighting and stuff, that was a big deal, don't get me wrong. But I felt like last week was a lot of like jumping around and doing a million different things. I mean, we had the fight with Selina, Falcone got killed, we were investigating. We went and talked to Penguin as Batman. Like, there were so many different things going on.
It was a lot of different things, but it was all rising action stuff.
Sure.
It was all preparing for episode 2.
Yeah. Well, it was during episode 2. You mean the next episode after?
No, what I meant was episode 1 was all rising action stuff clearly, and to get to basically the final area
Gotcha.
of episode 2,
Gotcha.
which, as you said, is the climax.
Yeah.
And now this is gonna be a new climax.
Well, it's gonna be you're gonna. I mean, you dip back down again and you start from 0 and build back up.
Okay.
And I assume there will be another climax where we now try to take down this new world order. As we
Right.
saw, Batman's in the warehouse or whatever. The door opens and the masked figure walks in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that us just spying and gathering information and then we leave to regroup or whatever? Or do we then jump in, fight all the thugs, grab the masked man and rip his mask off and find out who he is?
Right.
We'll have to wait and see.
I hope first we find Selina and make sure that she's taken care of, because she's got a bullet wound.
Very good point. And, we don't, to my knowledge, we have no way of contacting her.
Oh, I thought we were able to text her. Send her a message. Didn't we send her a message?
I don't.
When we met her at the bar?
I
Remember, we were like, meet here, blah, blah, blah.
I don't remember. Maybe.
And she met us at the bar,
Maybe.
so...
All right, so that's a fair point. Maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
All right, I get you. Well, regardless, all of that, if it will happen at all, will happen at least, possibly starting next week.
Yeah.
Are we good on...
I'm sure Alfred's probably, decent at removing bullets.
He has done a fair bit of patching up of Bruce.
Yeah.
I know he was in, again, not a Batman expert, I know he was in the military of some kind.
Okay.
I don't know if he, learned some kind of combat medic type stuff while in the military or not, or whether he was...
Convenient,
It would
who
be.
knows?
Or whether he was, an actual, soldier. I truly don't recall.
Sure.
But I do remember that he was...
But even being a soldier means he might be able to remove a bullet.
Sure.
Possibly.
Right.
But
For
also,
triage
I
type
mean,
purposes or whatever.
the Waynes were part of a crime family, so he may have helped them remove bullets in the past as well.
If they were part of a crime family.
Uh-huh. Allegedly. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So, yeah, folks.
I'm unlike Joe. I believe the video to be true.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Well, guess what, everybody? That is going to be the end of this particular episode. We will be back next week with whatever the hell is going to happen next. I mean, like I said, we've gotten some hints, but I mean specifically whatever's going to happen next. Hopefully you will all be joining us, especially if you've been enjoying this series so far, and how could you not? Holy crap. But I will say, if you want to make sure that you do not miss out on next week's episode, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including more of this series in the coming weeks. You gotta find out what happens next, because I know I need to know.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you do as well. And even if you know this game, you still need to find out how Amy is going to choose for this game to continue.
Right.
So that's always something interesting to me as well in these types of games. Even if I know it, I need to know what the person that I'm watching is going to choose and how that is going to shape the rest of the game. So we would love to have you back with us for that. Please don't forget, we also have other series on this channel and other channels. Links down in the description box below for our Magic the Gathering channel, Geek for All.
And Gluten Free for All.
As well as links to our socials down there. We really appreciate you checking out our 2 Instagram accounts.
Yes.
Geek for All and Gluten Free for All there as well. Amy doing a killer job over there.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
I'm trying.
You're succeeding. It's really, really awesome. And as I said, with Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All, please don't forget to sub and ring the bells there as well. And then last but not least, here on YouTube, likes and shares go a very long way. If you have a friend of yours who is a fan of Batman, show them this series. If you think that is something they will enjoy, we would love to have them.
Yes.
But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.